Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's been a little while since I've uploaded a video, so I figured I would take about 10 minutes or so, however long this footage is, and just want to talk about a few things. I got a couple points written down here, 4 or 5, just what I've been doing and some updates. The footage in the background is sort of a preview of my Monster Box video that I want to put out. I actually wanted to put out the Monster Box video earlier this week. Just the thing with Puzzle and Dragons is that there's always something to do. Like, there's always a monster to ultimate evolve, there's always a monster to raise up, there's always an event going on, there's always a dungeon that has like a 1.5 drop, so like I just constantly play it. It's really hard to get away from, and it's really fun, and it's probably the most fun tap game I've played, and the community's awesome. Like, there's all positives with the community, and I really love the game. By the way, if you play Puzzle and Dragons and you need like team ideas or something, there's a Palringo group. It's just Puzzles and Dragons, and then PAD in parentheses. I'm in that group. It has about 30 or so people. Everyone's cool there, so feel free to join if you play the game and all that. But yeah, I wanted to put out a Monster Box video. Just the thing is like, whenever, like, if I want to showcase something, I want it to be complete. You know, like, I don't want to showcase things that aren't complete, because then I look like a total noob, you know? So, that video is going to come out either this weekend or on Monday. In the meantime, I'm still going to play Puzzle and Dragons. I really love this game. I could talk about this game all day. There's a couple people down at the local hobby shop, and they actually got me into this game because I saw them playing it, and I'm like, so it looks kind of like Bejeweled or whatever, and they're like, yeah, it's better than Bejeweled and Candy Crush because you got like little Pokemon creatures and you power them up and evolve them and stuff. So I downloaded the game and I started playing it, and yeah, that's pretty much how I got into the game. But I do want to upload more Puzzle and Dragons videos because I feel like I have played this game enough to understand a lot of the mechanics of how teams work, and I want to start doing team reviews in Puzzle and Dragons because I feel that I can go really in depth, because there's like 5 team slots that, well, there's a leader, then you have 4 subs, so you can definitely mix and match and create all kinds of crazy teams, and I feel like I can, like I said, go in depth with it and just keep on like giving ideas and stuff. So I think those videos would be pretty successful if I did them. I'm pretty confident in that. So more Puzzle and Dragons videos to come. Next thing I want to talk about is the eye surgery. A lot of people have been asking about the update with my eyes, how they've been doing. I'm off the steroid drops now. I was taking steroid eye drops because the surgery I got, they wore down the cornea, and I had to take steroid drops so it would increase the growth of the cells around my eye. And the side effect was that it increases the pressure in the eye, and this happened back in June. They put me on this one eye drop, Pred Forte. I'm thinking about doing a video and just showing all the eye drops I have to take, or I had to take. If this is something that you would want to see, I'll definitely do it, because I had to take a ridiculous amount of eye drops. But this one eye drop, Pred Forte, it was a really strong eye drop, and they took me off of that because it increased the pressure in my eye, and then they put me on one called Lotemax. And it's a weaker steroid drop, but I was taking it like 6 times a day, and then they cut me back down to 4. Then I went in on Monday, I believe, and they tested the pressure in my eye. And like, the average pressure for your eye is supposed to be around 9 to 14, but my pressure was like 34 or something. So it was pretty ridiculous. And so they took me off the steroid eye drops and they put me on another eye drop, Combigan. This one reduces the pressure in the eye, so I have to take it before bedtime every day, once a day in each eye. And ever since I've been taking that eye drop, I've been able to see so clear. Like, I'm looking at my laptop right now at this, very rare, you know, on the screen. Like, I'm sitting so far away from my laptop, but I can read it. Like, people probably think yeah, I can read it too, but you gotta understand, I was completely blind before. Like, I couldn't, well, not completely blind, but I definitely wouldn't be able to see. I can see the Orochi, you know, I can see that on the screen right now from so far away. It's pretty cool. The next thing I want to talk about is that I went for a job interview today, and this job I really want to get. It's for a railroad company, and they're paying $60K a year, and I'm 22. If I get this job, that's going to be like winning the lottery, you know. And I went there. There was 17 people who showed up for the interview process, and they sat there for an hour. They explained everything, what the company was about. They asked people to leave if it wasn't something they're interested in. Of course, everyone stayed. Then they had like a written exam, like a skills test, and I think 10 of the 17 passed the skills test, and all of us moved on to the typing portion of the, I guess, whole interview process or whatever. And you had to be able to type at least 35 words per minute, because the job, you got to walk around with like a tablet and you got to enter in information so it gets analyzed and stuff like that. And they want you to type at a reasonable pace. And I typed 65 words per minute. That was pretty sweet. So, I mean, they said, who's the fastest typer in here? And I raised my hand. They're like, how many words per minute can you type? I'm like, I don't know. And everyone laughed. But I proved I was like the fastest typer there, because a lot of people failed the typing test. If you got under 35, then you could take a retest, like within reason. If you got 33 words per minute or whatever, then you were able to take the retest. But a lot of people did not pass that portion. And I remember I was out in the hallway and I was talking to people like, yeah, man, I was in preschool and I was typing on a typewriter. Like, that's what. And then when I grew up, I had computers in front of me. That's kind of the generation I grew up. If it was a texting test, like how many words per minute can you text? Oh, it'd be like 200, you know, because that's the shift in like technology. Everything's in your hand now instead of like on a desk. But a lot of people failed the typing test, and it was like 6 of us remained after that. So then the whole interview process started, and they were asking me like, are you fine working like on birthdays and holidays and stuff like that? And I told them, hey, I used to work at a nursing home, and you know, the residents need help around the clock. I'm used to working on days that people consider special. And they're like, well, that's very good to have, because you'll be working a lot of that. Apparently they're off Christmas, but they may not do that, because apparently a lot of people are starting to realize how cheap it is to send stuff by train, by like freight. So it's been like a booming business within the past like year. Like every month they make new records and stuff. So this is definitely a company that I want to be a part of. And if I'm making like 60K a year and I can climb up the ladder, who knows what I can do. Yo, the retirement fund is ridiculous. Social Security is something that my generation and people younger are never going to see whenever we're older. Because just we're not going to have Social Security. We're not going to have a retirement fund. So the railroad, because it was established in the 1800s, they actually have their own retirement fund that's better than Social Security. And that's something I told them too. They said, the first thing they asked me was, why did you apply for the job? And I said the first thing was the pay, but then I show up here at this like interview process, and I'm getting all this information, like the benefits are great. And I told them like, hey, I'm not going to get Social Security when like 50 or 60, you know? So this retirement fund is definitely something I want to chase, and it's within this company. Like, I would move anywhere in the world for this job, you know? Like, I'm at that point in my life right now where I don't have much where I'm at right now. I don't really have a life like right now, because I don't have a career. Like, I left my job and I'm not going to school anymore, and that's something that is really strange, because all my life I had this knowing that I would go back to school next year, and now I don't have that anymore. It's a really strange feeling. Like, I'm done with school. I got my associate's degree. I can get jobs like anywhere, you know? There's no further need to expand my education unless I want to, you know, unless something happens where I change my goals and I want to pursue something else. Then, of course, I'll, you know, further my education then. But as of right now, there's no need to go back, and that's a big change. Sending stuff out. I made a video or two. I was like sending stuff out because if I move, then I need to take just the essentials with me. You know, all of the stuff that I would consider junk would be treasures to other people, and I could just ship them out to people, you know, make people's day. And I got a lot of feedback for that. I got a text today from the guy I sent the anime DVDs to him. He sent me a text on Kick. He was like, hey, I got the stuff, thank you. And he took a picture of it, and yeah, I sent that out. Awesome. and there was like other people too. Grim Fable, he posted a comment on a video, and I saw that, and I actually screenshot. I was gonna make a video of all, like, you know, people being happy and stuff, because I think whenever people smile and just express that they're having a good time and they enjoy, you know, what you've done for them, it's probably one of the best things in the world. And to tie everything back to the beginning, that's kind of why I like this Puzzle and Dragons game, because I send a lot of messages to people, because like I use somebody's horse or something like that, or somebody helps me beat a dungeon, I send them a text like, hey, you helped me beat this dungeon, thanks. And like I'll usually get something back, or people send the same thing to me too. I was gonna make a whole video of that. Like I have a bunch of screenshots that I saved of messages that just make me feel good, you know? And I have all these messages, and I wanted to make a video and just show how great this game is. It's like, there's just a reason why this game is booming so much. I can't wait till that 3DS game comes out for it. Like, it's gonna be a little different than the Puzzle and Dragons we have now. Like, it's gonna be an offline kind of gameplay. There may be multiplayer online connectivity, but the helper system won't exist. But then on the bright side, you don't have stamina. You don't have to wait. Look at this guy right here on the screen, Zeus. This guy's like the most fun leader to use. I think that's it for the video. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I definitely have more Puzzle and Dragons videos to come in the future. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you later. Bye.